Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Puteri Nur Afrina binti Mahathir, matrix number 2025115093.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nuriza Tira binti Subri, matrix number 2025123953.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nordiana binti Abdullah, ID number 2025123657.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Alia Shahira binti Redizo. My ID number is 2025152295. Today, I will present about the recording process of the hardcover cafe.
Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Alia Marisa binti Muhammad Saluddin and my matric number is 2025124285.
Hi, it's me again. So, what comes first in your mind when you guys want to go to a cafe? Yes, it's the menu. As you guys can see, the menu at the hardcover cafe is divided into 4 types, which are pasta, pastry, cakes, and also pizza. Not only that, you guys also can try their unique menu that recommended by the owner himself, which is belacan pasta with duck. You guys must be wondering if the hardcover cafe accept booking for the occasional event. So, there is a good news for you guys that the hardcover cafe accept booking for the occasional event as catering, especially for a wedding. Not to forget, you guys also can custom your own menus and of course follows by the capacity and also the ability of the hardcover cafe crew. Sounds interesting, right? The founder of hardcover cafe is Mr. Aizat Razali and he started his business in 2021. The reason why Mr. Isaac chose a hardcover as his cafe name is because he inspired by his partner who also opened a cafe called the Ink Library. So that's why Mr. Isaac chose a hardcover from a book to be his cafe name. The owner, which is Mr. Isaac's future plan is, he wants to open 1 or 2 branches that focus only one product. For example, one branch focus on pizza only and the other branch focus on coffee and pasta only. This idea is inspired by the cafes in Japan and also Indonesia. However, Mr. Isaac felt it is impossible to create this idea because of the test market in Malaysia. As a business owner, Mr. Isaac made 3 business activities such as production, marketing, and also sales. As for production activities, he produced foods like pizza, spaghetti, cake, and also drink, mainly a coffee, using his own homegrown coffee beans with the help of his employee. As for marketing activities, owner makes marketing strategies on social media like Instagram to attract more customers, especially students. For example, makes a video that focus on his cafe menus and also ambiances and upload it on Instagram. As for sales activities, owner makes strategies to maintain their business sales by using a promotion method. For example, during the Hari Raya, he would give a Raya sale to attract more customers. Other than that, he also focused on quality control and pay more attention to customer criticism as he knows that customer satisfaction is one of important things to maintain his business sales. Next, for business characteristic, it is a partnership between a hardcover cafe and also the Ink Library cafe, which means it is owned by 2 partners. Other than that, for management and control, owner manage and control it with his partner. For example, when one of them wants to make a business transaction, the other one need to confirm it first, so the transaction will be made. Last but not least, for profit sharing, profits will be shared between the partners based on the capital contributed by each party. For your information, Mr. Isaac took almost 2 years to earn profit from his business, which is the hardcover cafe. It operates from 2021 until now 2025. Profits that Mr. Isaac gets from his business keep increasing year by year. For books and account, Mr. Isaac not required to keep a proper book of account because this is a partnership business between Mr. Isaac, the owner of the hardcover cafe, and also the Ink Library cafe. Instead, Mr. Isaac used point of interaction or shortly as POI system to record his transaction.
Next, I want to talk about the accounting concept. Have you ever wondered how hardcover cafe keeps track of their money or how they make those crucial financial decisions that keep their delicious coffee flowing? It's a fascinating world and it has heard like something called accounting. In a nutshell, accounting is the language of business. It's the systematic process of identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting financial transactions. Think of it as a comprehensive financial diary for a company. It's how businesses understand their financial health, track their performance, and plan for the future. and today we are going to pull back the curtain and see how Hardcover Cafe applies some fundamental accounting concepts to ensure their financial clarity and success. Okay guys, let's dive into some core concepts that Hardcover Cafe lives by. The first one is, this is very crucial, they apply the business entity concept. This is so important. The owner of Hardcover Cafe understands that their business is considered as a separate entity from its owner. What does that mean in practice? It means that if the owner buys groceries for their home, that's a personal expenses, completely separate from the cafe expenses. These simple but powerful distinctions ensure clear and accurate financial reporting for the business itself. Without it, you have to jumble a mess of personal and business finances, making it impossible to truly understand how the cafe is performing. It's like having two separate wallets, one for the business, one for the personal use. Next, Hardcover Cafe applies the going concern concept. This one assumes that business will continue to operate indefinitely in the foreseeable future. Why is this important? Imagine if every time Hardcover Cafe prepared financial statements, they had to assume they were closing down tomorrow. It would not completely change how they value their assets and liabilities because they embrace the going concern concept. It allows them to prepare a financial statement with the expectation that assets like their espresso machine and cafe furniture will be used over their useful life, and liabilities like their rent and supplier payments will be paid off in the normal course of business rather than assuming immediate liquidation. This provides a stable and realistic basis for financial planning and reporting. So other than that, we have the monetary concept. The owner of Hardcover Cafe told me that measure all the transactions in MYR, which is Ringgit Malaysia. So every single transaction is recorded from the sales of the latte to the purchase of the coffee beans is in RM, which is Ringgit Malaysia. This is a fundamental principle, which is meaning to say that only transactions that can be expressed in monetary terms are recorded in accounting. We measure everything in a common currency, whether it's dollars, euros, or in Hardcover Cafe case, is ringgit. This provides a standardized way to compare financial data, allowing them to see their income, expenses, and overall financial positions in a clear and consistent manner. You would not compare apples and orange. It's similarly in accounting. We need a common units of measurement. So last but not least, Hardcover Cafe applies the historical cost concept, which is also known as the cost principle. This is a fundamental accounting concept that states the assets, liability, and equity items should be recorded in a company's financial records at their original acquisition cost. So when Hardcover Cafe bought that beautiful coffee grinder for a few years ago, it was recorded at the price they paid for it at that time. Even if the market value has changed, it remains on their books at his historical cost. This provides an objective and verifiable basis for recording transactions, as the original cost is a factual and documented document.
The first one that I want to talk about is the asset in the Hardcover Cafe. So what the type of the asset is like equipment, as example like dining table and chair. So the next one is the equipment is a physical thing in the Hardcover Cafe. So the answer is yes. In the Hardcover Cafe, all the physical asset is the physical. Okay, so for the liability, what the common liability in the Hardcover Cafe is the owner take wet food from the food supplier. So for the second one is how the owner plan for their repayment. So every 1 month, the owner pay pay for the food supplier. So the third one is that this business rely on the loan or credit in the business. So the answer is yes, because the owner take a loan to pay the food supplier. For the capital, how the owner found a business is by he saving money only, and how their capital structure is by the owner always rolling their profit to manage their structure in the business. Owner only reinvested a profit in the equipment such a dining table, coffee machine, and also so did the owner take investor? So the answer is no, because based on the owner experience, 90% of the investor is only a sleeping partner. They only invest to the owner. They did not take care of their investment, so the owner don't want that. So the owner feel comfortable working only with their friend. So that's all. So the next one is the revenue. So what is the main sources of the owner income? So the answer is the daily sale. So the daily sale is the owner main sources of income. How the owner strategy to manage their business. They always do a video promotion on the TikTok, Instagram. They always do a video at the TikTok because they want to promote their product, promote their sale. So apart from that, everyone can see their promo the hardcover cafe. So the next one is they always checking on their quality of the food. So every day owner always check the quality of the food that they make for their customer, because in the business customer is number one. So that's why owner always take care of their quality of food. Another than food, their service. So that's why we need to take care of the quality first, because customer see from the quality, and when the quality is good, so from that customer keep they are trusted in this business. Lastly is expenses. So the primary of expenses in this business is coffee bean and tea. How the owner control and monitor their business. So the owner is about the market cost within 6 months. Then after that, the owner started to sell their products. How they affect in the activities, salary, and also retail. Owner recruit only 3 full-time workers, and the rest of all is part-time workers, because owner want to reduce cost. So apart from that, the owner can reduce their cost. No worries. The owner always do a job training for their part-time workers.
Is everyone still there to hear our presentation? Now, it's my turn to talk about the recording process of the hardcover cafe. First, how does the business record its financial transaction? Hardcover cafe record its financial transaction by using POI system. What is POI system? Anybody knows what is POI system? POI system is a short form for point of interaction. It is a restaurant and retail operating system that helps improve efficiency. Next point is financial record. This is the responsibility of owner and his partner. His partner is a maker, which is he creates a financial transaction like payments and purchase order. The owner, Encik Aizat, is a checker. He will review the transaction that initiated by the maker, so it helps prevent errors to agree on transaction. This is the example of the recording process of the hardcover cafe for a day. This is their daily sales recording. On 20 May 2025, first customer order kampung kupasta for 2 quantity. The customer pay by cash and the total is RM43.80, and he choose to take away. And the next customer, they order mushroom pesto and peach tea. He order only one and pay by card, and the total is RM32.90. The quantity is 1 and he pay by card, and the total is RM32.90, and he choose to dine in cafe. And the next customer, he order ayam kunyit with rice plus plain water. The customer pay by online banking like QR, and the total is RM20.80, and the customer choose to dine in. Now, we jump into inventory usage recording. For example, by using the same date, 20 May 2025, the ingredient is pasta, rice, and chicken breast we calculate in kilogram. For stock in, pasta we use 5 kg, and rice is 10 kg, and chicken breast is 3 kg. The amount used for 20 May 2025 is, for pasta is 0.6 kilogram, and for rice is 0.2 kilogram, and chicken breast is 0.3 kilogram. So, the balance for each of the ingredient is 4.4, 9.8 and 2.7. Lastly, for the remarks, pasta we use for kampung ku pasta and mushroom pesto. Next, rice for ayam kunyit with rice. Lastly, chicken breast is for ayam kunyit with rice. So, at the end of the day, the closing stock must be verified to confirm the actual physical stock. Next, Hardcover Cafe choose to outsource accounting to manage the financial management like payroll, invoicing, and tax filing. This is to reduce costs and save time. The second last point is records updated monthly. Hardcover Cafe updates their records monthly to avoid lost receipts and other documents. And also, by updates their records monthly, they will know about the financial health and performance of the month. Now, we are at the last point for recording process. It is how Hardcover Cafe storing their records. The manager of the Hardcover Cafe will store the record by filing. He organizes the documents by placing them into appropriate folders for easy retrieval and reference. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now it's my turn to present an overview of the strengths and weaknesses of the recording process. Understanding these strengths and weaknesses is essential not only for evaluating the current system but also for identifying opportunities for improvement in financial record keeping and internal control. Let's begin with the strengths of the recording process. Number 1, use of accounting software. One of the major strengths is the use of accounting software. These play a crucial role in increasing efficiency when recording financial transactions. By automating calculation and data entries, the software reduces the likelihood of manual errors which are common in traditional bookkeeping. Moreover, it speeds up entire recording process which saves time and help ensure accuracy. Number 3, monthly updates. Another important strength is the practice of updating records on a monthly basis. Although not a real time, monthly updates do help minimize the risk of losing documents or overlooking entries. This routine ensures that records remain relatively current, which is essential for making timely business decisions and preparing accurate reports. Number 4, clearly define roles and responsibilities. The fourth strength is the clear divisions of roles and responsibilities between the owner and the partner. One acts as the checker while the other takes on the role of the maker. This division of duties creates a built-in system of accountability and cross-checking. It reduces the risk of fraud or error as each transaction is reviewed by more than one person. This setup is a simple but powerful internal control mechanism. Number 5, organize document storage. Finally, the last strand is document organization. Documents are stored by type, which brings structure to the filing system. This kind of organization enhances accessibility and helps users quickly locate specific records when needed. It also contributes to a more professional and efficient working environment. Now, let's take a look at the weaknesses of the recording process. First, limited update frequency. Although monthly updates are a good start, they might not be sufficient for business with high transaction volumes. Real-time or even weekly updates will offer better visibility into the company's financial position and help in identifying issues sooner. Monthly updates could lead to delays in detecting errors or responding to cash flow problems. Second, overdependence on the owner and partner. The current system depends heavily on just two individuals, the owner and the partner. While they are accountable and involved, this concentration of responsibility can become a weakness. If either person is unavailable due to illness, travel, or other commitments, the entire process may face delays. It also limits the continuity of operation, especially in unforeseen situations. Number 3, reliance on outsourcing. Another concern is the reliance on outsourced accountants. While outsourcing can reduce internal workload, it also introduces the risk of delays and miscommunications. If instructions or data are not shared clearly, the outsourced accountant may make errors or miss deadlines, which can impact the timelines and accuracy of financial reporting. Number 4, risk of inconsistency or redundancy in data. Currently, there is possibility of inconsistency or redundant data entries. This could occur if both the POI system and the external accountant are entering the same transaction independently without synchronization. This lack of coordination might lead to duplicate records or conflicting figures, which would compromise the accuracy of the financial reports. Number 5. Lack of digital backup or storage. Finally, the system appears to rely mostly on physical filing. This appears poses a significant risk. Documents can be lost, damaged by water or fire, or even misfiled. Without digital backups, the company risks losing valuable financial data permanently. Digital storage not only enhances security but also improves efficiency and accessibility. To sum up, the recording process has several strong points, such as the use of software, a clear division of responsibilities, and structured document management. However, there are areas that need attention. Increasing the frequency of updates, improving digital backup system, and reducing over-reliance on a few individuals would strengthen the process even further. By recognizing both the positive aspect and the limitation, the organization can take meaningful steps towards a more efficient, accurate, and resilient financial recording system.